And there we go. You've successfully created an animation. You want to animate something, but you don't know where to start. Well, I've done all the research and I'm going to compact everything into a tiny video so that you can just watch this one video without having to go through lists and lists and lists of YouTube videos to learn. First, look for this program, Synfig, and download the stable version. And then, online Photoshop, select Photopea, select New Project, select Create. First we select the brush tool, and then we make sure this is on a black color swatch. And we just draw a face. We'll give it a body. And for its right arm, we'll just draw an arm because we're not going to animate those for now. So we're going to select this magic wand tool. And then we're going to click this section. And you'll see these little dotted lines. It's very hard to see if you're on a bigger screen. But once you see the dotted lines, just press delete. Select File at the top. And then select Export as PNG. And select Save. It will save it to your browser. You just need to find the folder where you've saved it. Next, we're going to select File, select New, and then we're going to select Create again. So we've got a new file now, and we're going to draw the arm. Select the paintbrush in the toolbar. I'm going to draw a little arm like this. Then select the magic wand tool. Select the background, press delete. Select File, Export as PNG. Select Save. Don't forget to rename your file as well. So I've got arm and new project. Now that you've got both the animations, we're going to go into Synfig. Let's go ahead and animate them. Okay, so you finished with your drawing, and now let's load Synfig and then dump our drawings in. So we've got our project.png, which I'm going to rename to Go. And then we're going to drag it in. Drag, drop. We've got our little person here. We're going to right click on this, select Canvas, Properties, and then just change our width and size, 800, 800. Okay. I always make it a thing to save my project every time I make something. So I'm just going to call my animation Go and then save it somewhere. All right. Let's dump the other thing in. Arm. To move our objects, we select the green circle. You click on the other one, and then a little green circle will come, and then you can move it. To change the size, we drag this down, orange. So now we've got orange over here for the arm, a bit too big. Let's make it a bit smaller. And there. Now it looks a bit strange with it at the front like that, so I'm just going to move this arm on this here to the bottom of the list. So underneath this layer. That way it'll look like it's part of it. Just be careful, don't drop it into the folder. Now you've got your picture. So we need to create a skeleton for it. To create a skeleton for our animation, right click over here in this panel, go to Other, select Skeleton. Make sure the skeleton is at the top layer. And then you'll see over here that there's a skeleton. Select the green dot, put it on the waist, select the orange dot, put it on the neck. We're not going to animate the head and other arms, just this one arm, so we just need to create one other skeleton bone for it. Right click on the green dot here, select create child bone. And now a new one will appear on top of it. We're going to drag this dot to the point at which it pivots, and then the orange point to where it ends. And now we need to link up the animation. Hold on to Control, left click skeleton, left click arm, then left click the green dot of the arm picture and left click the green dot of the child bone. Then, still with your hand on Control, right click the green dot and select link to bone. Now, if that menu doesn't pop up because you've misselected something, just start the process again. Now when you move this blue dot, this arm's going to move with the bone. This little green button here will allow you to animate. Select the animation button and it will turn red. Over here, you'll see that we're on 0 frames. At 0 frames, my character is just doing this. Then I'm going to move it to the 3rd frame. I type 3, I press enter. On the 3rd frame, I want my character to wave its arm halfway like this. And then I'm going to change it to the 6th frame. On the 6th frame, I'm going to want it to move it this way, down. And then on the 9th frame, I'm going to ask it to move it back to the middle. And then on the 12th frame, I'm going to have it move it back to its original position. And that's it. Finish clicking the animate button. Then let's have a look at our animation. Up the top here, you'll see preview. The end time of our animation is on the 12th frame. It defaults to 120. So just change it to 12 and then click preview. And then now you'll see a little video box of your animation. Select loop so that you can see the animation go over and over. Then click play. And now you've animated an arm. So how do we make this come alive into a proper file? So let's select this button here. It shows the rendering settings. We're going to change the file from an AVI, which is a video, to a GIF. That's the most common thing that people like to chuck onto things. But if you want to go more advanced, you can select all sorts of different stuff. For now, let's do a GIF. Select the GIF. And make sure to select here, down here, the time. Because at duration, it defaults to 120 at end time. So we're just going to remove this 0. For us, it's going to be 12 frames. Render. And it'll start rendering over here. And our file has finished rendering. You'll see here girl.gif. Double click it. And there we go. You've successfully created an animation.